amazing, amazing day or night. Quick disclaimer, this is going to be a long video, so I highly recommend you to make sure you're watching this when you guys are just chilling, hanging out. Get you some popcorn, get you your caramel macchiato or your acai tea with some coconut water in it, get you some candy, or get comfy or something. It's been a long time since I made a video like this, so it is going to be a pretty long video, maybe anywhere between 15 to 25, maybe 30 minutes, but I promise you it's well worth it. But here I am. It's been such a long, I think it's been almost a year since I have made a video having to do anything with makeup. So this video is going to be a little bit of everything, some chit chat, first impressions on some products that I got, some favorites that I used, and also a couple of things of who remembers this item or who remembers this device or who remembers something that was so popular so many years ago. It's been a long time. Let's catch up. If you guys are ready to chit chat with me, are you ready to see what I love, what I think of, or whatever it is, keep on watching. So I did want to go ahead and start it off with some products that I have recently gotten, some first impressions that I also did use today. So I wanted to share with you guys how I felt about them and if I would recommend anyone else to get them. So the first product I did want to talk about, Urban Decay, and they did this with my favorite, Gwen Stefani. I had been wanting to get it, and then of course for those of you that have been following know that I am recently pregnant. I'm going on 4 months pregnant, so you know I haven't really been doing anything other than just relaxing and resting. Of course, I'm talking about the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. First impression right off the bat, I love the casing of it. I just love how they created it. I love how it feels. I love that it's not plastic. I mean, it has a plastic cover, but it is metal. Love the colors. So Gwen Stefani. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you guys remember that game where you guys like put the coin down and you kind of tic-tac-toe it or whatever. That's what this reminds me of completely. So first impressions, I did fall in love with it just because based off how it looks, and then based on the colors. There we go. Do you guys want to see what my dogs are doing? Looking at the favorites. So really love the color. It had a lot of warm and neutral colors in it, and then they added a little bit of some, you know, some color in there, the blue and the pink. I love how they do have the matte. They are matte satin finishes, but they did add a couple of shimmers. This one right here I actually used as my highlight on my nose and on the top of my lip. So not only, and the inner corner of my eyes. So not only can you use this color as the eyeshadow, but you could also use it as a highlight. The color I believe is Pop. Oh, the names are great. The names are on here. So for my eyes, I did use 3 different colors. I used the Anaheim, I used the Stark, and then I used the Punk, and I did kind of make it a smoky finish. They are extremely pigmented. Extremely pigmented. So as you can see, and they blend really well. Again, first impressions, fell in love with it. I loved how it came. I've only had this makeup look on for about an hour. So far so good. It's lasted really well. There's not a lot of fallout. I will say though, the Pop does have a lot of fallout. Sorry. The Pop, of course, with anything that's more of a sparkle or highlight, it's always more chalky, so there is always more fallout, but the rest of them had no fallout. I did this look right here on the eye. Honestly, there was absolutely no fallout whatsoever. So I do love the colors. Really good formula. Gwen Stefani and Urban Decay did a great job. I'm not really going in any specific order. I'm kind of just going with whatever I grab. So the 2 that I wanted to talk about are the Milani. Surprisingly, I do have Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. Honestly, the formulation feels exactly the same. Honestly, I'm not lying to you guys. They last all day. I have worn these for about 12-15 hours. They don't clump up, they don't dry up, they don't dry up your lips, and the formulation is incredible. And the best part about it is that they're only $7.99. I spent $20 on my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. I love it. I absolutely love it. But when I found these, I literally in my head was like, there's no point in me spending $20 on my liquid lipsticks for Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is just me personally, just me, my opinion, when I found the Milani's. Milani, I have always loved Milani. They are a drugstore. They are considered drugstore because they are sold at Walmart, CVS, Target, and all those other places. But they have high quality makeup. They have good formulations to everything that they have. I have their powders, their bronzers, I have their lipsticks, I have their blushes, I have their foundation, and I honestly have nothing negative to say about any of the products that I have of theirs. So they're really good at creating their products. They know what they're doing. So when they came out with these liquid lipsticks, I fell in love. Like I said, they're amazing. They're obviously matte. This one, I'll share this one first. This one right here is called Craze, number 13. Again, any drugstore you can get them. They're $7.99 at Walmart. They're probably a little bit pricier at Walgreens. Great formulation. Just look at that color. It's such a beautiful color. I love the color, and then I love the tip of it because it's so easy to apply. I didn't put no eyeliner or anything underneath this. This is literally just the liquid lipstick that I have on. And I love it. It looks red, but it's coral. It's like a coral pink. But because of the lighting, the lipstick, yeah, it looks red. It doesn't really look like it's pink. The other one is the Precious, and this is more of a pinky nude. And they do have another one, which I do have, that's more of a brown nude. I just absolutely love it. Look at how beautiful that formulation is. Nice and thick, and just, I'm telling you, if there wasn't any name to this at all, if they completely just gave me like a plain old tube of this formula, if they did that to me with these lipsticks, I honestly would have said it's a high-end formulation. I would have said Anastasia Beverly Hills, I would have said Gerard Cosmetics, I would have said, oh my gosh, there's so many, like Smashbox, or I would have said Kat Von D. I would have said all these other ones that are like $20 to $40. I never would have imagined that they would have been, not even just Milani, but that they would have been only $7.99. So one thing I do wish though is right now their selection of colors isn't that huge. I really, Milani, if you're watching this, shout out, I love it. I would really love it if you guys came out with more colors. More colors, please. Alright, so some other face products. These two are favorites of mine that I have been using for the past 3-4 months. The Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Concealer. This is $9 or $10, I believe. This is probably, and as you can see, I need to, yeah, almost gone. I need to get some more of it. I really love the consistency of it. It's not too heavy. It's not too runny, and it's not too thick. I love how when you put it on, you don't have to hurry up and clean it, because if it dries, it's not going to be good on blending. I love how it doesn't really have any, it doesn't crease underneath my eyes. It really helps to cover the under eye circles. So this is one that I really, today I didn't put it on just because I'm trying to save as much as I can. And it just comes on so soft. I love because it's really smooth, and it really doesn't make your pores stand out, especially, well, if we have a primer, that primer helps it, but I just really like it. I have the Urban Decay Naked, which I think it was $30. I love it, but honestly, there's really no difference between this or the Urban Decay Naked. The other one that I wanted to talk about, it's a foundation. It is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. What I love about this is, like it says, you can use it as a foundation and you can use it as a concealer, just because it does have a really good coverage to it. I, right now, have only been using it as a foundation, but I do want to go get myself another bottle of a lighter color so that I can use it as a concealer. So the best way to use this that I like to do is, of course, you know, I moisturize my skin, I prime my skin, and then I just get this and I dot the face. and I blend it with either a beauty blender or a good blending brush. And this was surprisingly 29 bucks, but it's been rated 5 stars. This is an amazing, amazing foundation. Again, great formulation on it. They did really good on creating the formula for this foundation. It's long lasting. You can build up to it as well. It has really good coverage, but if you want a light coverage, you can make it a light coverage. If you want a heavy coverage, you can make it a heavy coverage. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel like you have a lot of makeup on. It feels very natural. It looks very natural. It blends easily, and it covers blemishes so amazingly.
Amazingly, I guess I just created a word, amazingly.
So I got this at Sephora. Again, I paid 29 bucks for it, but for me, it was well worth it. All right, so I only have 2 more products that are actually makeup, and then the other ones, I mean, have to do with application of the face, but it's not makeup. So one that I did want to talk about, I have talked about this in past videos, I actually need to get some more, is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I do have the Smashbox Primer, and I have noticed that the past month I have been reaching to this one a lot more than my Smashbox Primer. Again, it's so crazy when it comes to products that, I mean, we all have different opinions. We all think differently. Our skin is different. The way we like our makeup, the way our makeup feels, we all like it differently. I've heard so many good and bad things about this primer, and I've heard a lot of good things about the Smashbox Primer. I personally do love the Smashbox Primer. It's amazing at what it's supposed to be doing. You know, it really helps to cover up the pores and soften the look and just really help with having a nice soft finish. Me personally, I like this better. It's literally the same formulation. If you push a little bit of the Smashbox in your hand and then right next to it this one, you honestly really can't tell the difference because the formulation and the consistency is almost identical. But the reason that I've been reaching to this one a lot more is just because I really love the finish that it gives my makeup. This is the one that I have today. I tend to have a lot of pores. This is where I really break out when it comes to my blackheads and my pores. Like everyone else is, you know, the T-zone area. Not right here so much, but the nose and like the cheeks. Right here, right where you put the highlighter, right where you put your concealer. And you know, highlight, whenever you highlight, it can tend, especially depending on what type of highlighter you're using, it can really truly allow your pores to really stand out. And we all know we don't want our pores to stand out. So I have a highlighter on right now. I don't have it too intense just because I knew I was going to be in front of like some bright lights and I didn't want it to be too like bam. But I really love this. It just really helps to conceal my pores and to hide my pores, and it really helps to protect my face from everything that I'm putting on top of it. But I personally love it. It's a really good primer, and the best part about it is it's $5.99, so you can't beat an amazing primer for $5.99. Okay, so the other one I wanted to talk about, first impressions. Please no one choke me, please. Please no one strangle me. It's the Benefits, the High Beam, the Shy Beam, and the Sunbeam. They're just so little, and I'm sure there's so much inside of it. High Beam, Shy Beam, and Sunbeam. So here you go. These are the 3. I used first impressions. They're overrated for me. First impression, like I said, I bought these this weekend or last week, and I just got them in the mail like 2 days ago, and I just used it today. So as you guys see, this area where you can really see my highlight, that's the Pop from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, you can see a little bit of highlight. I know you can. I used the Sunbeam, and I used a pretty good amount. So I'm just a little, I guess I'm just a little bummed out at, I mean, the highlight is not all like everyone made it come out to be. But that's the Sunbeam, so let's try. The High Beam is the one that everyone really talks about. So let's see. Maybe I just chose the wrong one. I don't know, you guys tell me. I got nothing but natural light coming in my face right now, so It is, I do like it. Would I pay 28 bucks for the bottle that's maybe not that much bigger than this? That's maybe like that? No. They're all right. I have an e.l.f. highlighter that I spent $3 for that I like a lot better. And that first impression, I fell in love with it. So, I'm glad I got these though. I mean, it doesn't, again, it does have a nice natural highlight. I do like that about it. It doesn't look, it looks like my skin is just radiant. It doesn't look like I actually have a highlight on my face.
But me, I love to glow. I love to have that highlight. I like for my face to bounce.
Especially like on my cheekbones. And this is not giving me that. It's not giving me life right now. It really isn't. So for me, first impression, right now, not so much. If they wouldn't have hyped it up how it's been hyped up, I wouldn't have had such a high expectation for it. But who knows? I may be using it wrong. I don't know. I mean, some people have been able to pull it off, or maybe they just, I'm guessing it's one of those that you just got to stack on layer after layer after layer. But I do like it, but am I in love with it? No. So my favorite thing to talk about, yes, is brushes. Real Techniques I have been using forever. I love Real Technique brushes. I love Real Techniques Beauty Blender, their sponge. I absolutely love it. Real Techniques has a really, really high-end brand for low-end cost. Now they do have some brushes that are a little bit more on the expensivo side, but they're limited editions or whatever that may be. But this is one that I recently purchased. I absolutely love this brush. I use this brush to bronze, but I also use this brush to put my loose powder for my shineless look. The perfect shape on the outside. They're not all the same length. It holds enough product and it applies the product perfectly. It doesn't take any product from the face, but it really allows all the product to blend throughout your face and to blend evenly. So I really like this brush. This was $8 out. Other brushes that I have recently in the past couple of months ran into and fell in love with are the Royal and Langnickel. I believe that's what it is. I have a couple more, but I can't find them in the mess of all my eyeshadows. So this one right here, I love the colors. They're very durable. That's what I'm trying to say. They're very, very durable. I love the colors. I just love how it looks. This one right here, of course, you can use this as your finish to set your under eyes. You can use this to contour. You can use this for highlight. It's tapered. So that's what I really love about it. And again, it's specifically on here. It's to contour, and it's the BMD 120. This one is the BMD 185. You can use this for your foundation, for your complexion. People have used it for foundation. I've used it for foundation. I personally like to use this to contour specifically when I'm using my liquid contour. This came in a set of 5. These are really, really good blending brushes. This is an angle shear brush. This is a dual brush, which is for the crease and for the smudge. I did use this today for my eye look, and I did use this one for the under eye. And this one right here is the smoky eye, which I did use this to smoke my eye out. I also use this to apply the highlight in the inner eye area. So the set of 5 was $13.99 or $14.99, but again, these are really, really good brushes. So the last set of brushes I'm gonna get, the Morphe brushes. Oh my gosh. I got their foundation brush, the Morphe foundation brush, which is the E31. This one, I'm sure you guys have heard people talk about. This is in every freaking YouTube video. I got their Morphe E20 brush, which is their buffering brush or tapering brush. I got 2 of them because I like to use this for my concealer, and you can use this to apply the concealer. You can use this for applying your concealer on top of your eye. What I love about these is you can use them for anything. The bristles are so soft, and you can already tell they pack a punch. And then, of course, I got their G42, their Platinum Edition. I think that's what they're called, their Chrome or something like that. I use this for my liquid contouring. So that's what I use to contour and to blend today. So these for me, now that I know that they're actually amazingly and awesome, they are worth, you know what, 13, 14 bucks each. I think this one's like $14 for the real price, and I got for $7. These were $8, I got for $4. So this I did pay the full price of $8 for. I just really wanted to get it because I had one from e.l.f. and this part broke off. Go figure. I love e.l.f. brushes, but some of them are either made really good or some of them are made not so good. So as far as the Morphe brushes, would I recommend someone to pay $13, $14 for one of their brushes? Yes, it's a lot cheaper than the $30, $40 that one brush is for other companies. So for Morphe brushes, I do see why they charge. So I did promise you guys that I was going to share something and I was going to take it way, way, way back. I had to share it. I found it when I was cleaning the other day and I couldn't believe I still had it. So I did want to share it with you guys because I think it's just hilarious. So after this, I highly, highly encourage you guys to find something that you guys have not used and that you guys have had for like 5-6 years that now you're just like whatever, but when you first got it, you like died over it. Yes, I'm talking about the Nook. My husband got me this Nook when it first came out. That was 6 years ago. To think how, and this was so popular. Everyone wanted the Nook. Everyone wanted the Nook. It's so crazy. I found it and I couldn't believe I still had it. I think this was like $400 when it first came out, and now it's like 80, 70 bucks, if that. Now you can't even really get this for a child because childs use the iPads. I mean, I don't know if I'd give my 5-year-old an iPad right now. I'd probably just give him this little Nook, teach him how to read. But it still has the Netflix on there. It has all my books. It has the Bible. It has email. It has games. So, I mean, I can still use it for something. I could still, you know, download pictures on it, or it's crazy to think that my phone is more high-tech than this Nook. That is just so, and this is not that much bigger. Like, hello. Not that much bigger. So I really wanted to share that with you guys because I couldn't believe I found it. So I want to know what it is that you guys have that you guys still can't believe you still have it and that you've never gotten rid of it and that was extremely expensive 6-7 years ago and now you're just like, what do I need it for? So there you go, you guys. I love you guys so much. I missed talking with you guys. I missed sharing my favorites and first impressions and just blabbing and talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Go ahead and like that video if you do like it. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I love you guys. If you guys want to see anything else, or if you guys want to share your favorites or your first impressions, or if there's anything you guys want me to try and make a video about, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I promise I'll go out there and get it for you and try it out and let you know if it's a must or must not. So thank you guys for watching. As always, God bless. I love you guys. Be safe. There's no confusion in your eyes.